Hi, welcome to showmethecurry.com. I'm Anuja and today I'm going to show you how to make a chutney for the momos. Now this is all the street vendors that sell momos in India or in Delhi. This is how they make it. It's a no frills recipe and it's a no frills chutney, but it's just so yum. And over here, momos really are honestly our street food. So that's exactly how we're going to show you, that's exactly how we're going to treat it. So here I have 2 tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, perfect. I got a little pan over here. I'm just going to cut it through the center and put it in here. Simple, simple. And we have a handful of red chilies. Now this is really entirely up to you how spicy your chilies are or how spicy you like it. Now momos technically, usually the chutney is a little spicy because the punch comes from the chutney and it's a good handful. So I'm going to add in some water. So this is 1 cup of water that I've added. Now I'm using a very small saucepan. Bottom line is you want the tomatoes to be submerged in the water. If you have a smaller one or if you're making lesser amount, add in less water. So now why are we boiling the red chilies, you'd say? Well, one of the reasons is that the red chilies, when you have it in chutney and once they're boiled, they're not as spicy and they don't upset your stomach as much. I'm going to cover it and allow it to come to a boil. It's come to a roaring boil. Give it a mix. Make sure everything is submerged in, especially the red chilies. And I'll just allow it to boil for another 10 minutes. So it's been 10 minutes and I just poked my little knife in and it goes in very well, so that means the tomatoes are done. So I'm going to turn off the stove now and I'm going to pour this into a colander with a little bowl underneath. We're just going to be using the tomatoes and the chilies. So I'm going to let it cool down just for a bit so I can handle it. I need to take off the skin of the tomato. Right now it's really piping hot. So it's been a couple of minutes. I'm going to take off the skin of the tomatoes and I'm going to take the tomatoes, the red chilies and put it in my blender. Now you can use Kashmiri Mirch over here or you can use Kashmiri Mirch powder over here, but this is how they make it. The street vendors make it and it's just fantastic. It's so simple and so wonderful. And if you want to get a little fancy, actually some people actually put almonds in here also and just grind it with it, so it kind of holds well as opposed to being very watery. And here you go, and the last one. The last one is my stubborn one, always. Put it in a blender and I'm just going to blend it. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt to taste. One more time. Momo chutney is a little watery. That's one of the reasons why sometimes they put peanuts in here, sometimes people put almonds in here, so it just kind of binds it. But I'm going to stick to this because I love the color. Ooh, it is fabulous. If you want to balance it out a little bit, so I'm going to put just a tad bit of sugar. Of course, absolutely optional. One last spin. It looks beautiful and it just tastes amazing. Sometimes I'm in awe of these street vendors. They come up with some of the most amazing things and so simple. Who knew? Alright, just a churn so to mix up the sugar and we are ready. Let me show you. I cannot tell you how beautiful it is. I'm going to serve it. I almost feel like I'm on the streets because so much noise over here. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to be eating some street food. It's the beauty of India. You can feel like you're on the street anywhere. Beautiful. So adjust your sugar, your spice, and whatever else you need to. So I'm going to give it a shot with the chutney. Of course, a little spicy. No, I'm sorry, really spicy. But that's kind of my fault. I should have used partly Kashmiri Mirch and partly regular one. But it's just so yummy. So yummy. So simple. So I don't know, it's a match made in heaven. The momos and the chutney. Can't have one without the other. So if you'd like to see more from us, please don't forget to subscribe and enjoy your chutney with momos or momos with chutney, and join us again on another episode of showmethecurry.com, adding a pinch of spice to your life.